So, I'm gonna go and make a statement that this is the Little Pripyat place. Because this, from when I first found it online, said it was one place. And the next thing said it was Little Pripyat, and that Little Pripyat was in a different place. So to me, this looks like a good place to pull off and go on a walking path. Alright, so I'm trying to pick my entrance. This is an open gate. To me, I think the open gate's probably the best idea. Let's see what I could see about this place. So basically, we've got another Soviet military installation, which was absolutely huge, because not only did you have to move Soviet soldiers, and you had to move their families, and their families had kids, and then including, East German soldiers and East Germans that worked for the system. And not only do you have to house all those families, you have to give them something to do, which is what gave us this abandoned city in the forest. I'm going to stay on the walking paths and see what the best course of action is here. Now you can see where it gets its Little Pripyat name, because much like Pripyat, you have these, nature is reclaiming, as they say. This looks very much reclaimed. So I wonder how easy or hard it will be to figure out what things were, what buildings were what. And because of the hiccup this morning, my time has been cut back by like 2-3 hours. But yeah, let's see what we can find. Alright, so that didn't really take us long to find the commie blocks. I'm trying to get my bearings before I start just willy-nilly going into places, but you can see why they would call this Little Pripyat. It's weird. I almost feel like it just should be quiet. I don't know if that makes any sense. Watch out for these gas tunnels. $19.99. Always looking for dates. Love my dates. Nice pink rooms, nice blue rooms. Toilet. Made it to the top. Crazy. It really does feel like Pripyat. I wanted to go back since I was there in 2019, but obviously that didn't happen for reasons. Thanks, Russia. Thanks, Putin. But I suppose this is the next best thing. I'm now curious to see what's in the smaller building. There's 2 different types so far that I've seen, or 3. A couple different kinds. Let's see how this differs, if it differs. Ah, okay, here we go. Got some Russian story, which, stop. And the only reason why I think I know what that says is because of that sign. Here we go, looks like I found my people. Never stop exploring. Alright, this looks like it was the better of the 2 for sure, especially with the balconies. This would have been a cool room. I can't imagine what this place was like, living room, go outside on a nice day. Away from everything too. But if you have the stress of being a Soviet soldier and you're just living here, sounds kind of nice to me. This room comes with a lawn and some nice interior decorations. Yeah, I want to see how I get on the roof. That other building looked like that rope was to get on the roof, but it also looked like it was ripping. So it's got to be another way. Kitchen, maybe? Vents? I don't know. So over here looks like was a swing set. I guess this would have been like a park in between, it was like a square for all the apartments. Or one of the many. Alright, so this is different now. Walk past the apartment blocks. Got to these. These just look like fancier housing blocks, but we'll find out. Yeah, I have to. Looks like just storage. Let's see, what were they drinking over here? Oh, this is an interesting one. Why are they stacking logs in here? Hope they forgive me. I forgot to wipe my feet off. This wall has seen better days. Artifacts. Okay, what do we got? We have 1985. Sovietskaya Armia. So, Soviet Army, I'll take that as. In the 80s, we got Lenin again. And we got whoever that lady is. Good old Pravda newspaper. Alright, still a newspaper for now. Let's see what else as we look through here. And also, yeah, correcting myself from last time, Krasnaya Zvezda is red star, not colorful stars. I should have put that one together, but alas, correct myself. Alright, so we made it to the attic now. Home of nothing but leaves. Looks like these were spares never got to get used. Let's see if this building can grant us any more luck. I'm trying to get to the roof. That's something on the ground. No, it's just the flooring. At least I know the toilet's still intact if I gotta go to the bathroom. One thing that is a terrible shame though is that nearby, which I was told was a part of this complex, but I guess that really is nearby, as I would have thought, is a Lenin statue. And I would have loved to have taken a picture with the Lenin statue that's associated with this region to complete the whole, little Pripyat-esque vibes, if you will. Complete everything. Because when I went to Chernobyl in Pripyat, got a picture in this very coat with their Lenin statue. But alas, I'm just gonna have to settle for a really fucking cool site of abandoned common blocks here in Germany. Who would have thought? Who would have thought? Me, because I went searching for him. Phenomenal. It's reassuring. Someone got resourceful and made some tea. One thing I can't get over is these people who have graffiti up these walls. Alright, which means context clues. There has to be ways to get up to the tops of these buildings. Alright, yeah, so I'm gonna hit the corner and then see about getting on the roof, because enough of these have graffiti high enough where it would make sense. Here we have the remains of something. Okay, that says art gallery, which means I'm going in for sure, because I was assuming it was going to be another copy and paste of the other ones. But it says art gallery. I'm going to trust the graffiti artist. Before or after I check out what's in this nothing. Right, that was fast. Now I wonder if it's a real art gallery or if it's the art gallery of graffiti street art people. They're not even, is this street art? I don't know. Oh, you got a stormtrooper. Okay, yeah, I have a feeling this is just a copy and paste of the other place, but let's find out. Ah, that's just a roof again. Okay. Alright, my intuition was right. It was a copy and paste. So, coming around to the back part, this looks like it's the end of it. Doesn't look like much per se, but guessing this is where vehicles would have been stored. Looks like a parking garage of some kind. Whether they be military or for the people who are just living here, I don't know. Oh, wait a minute. That's like the front end of a truck. We got one over there too. Alright, that explains that. Maybe a garage. Nothing. Interesting flooring. This had to been something special for the floor to be like this. If I understand correctly, it says, "Who searches will find." We certainly found something. So, on my walk back over to try to find, I guess in the center of the place, more or less, to see if I can find a way to the top. I see in Russian someone has written Pripyat. So, Pripyat, Chernobyl, Little Pripyat. Yeah. Surprised there's not more of that, but, you know, there's one. Someone got it. Alright, looks like I chose right, but also a bit sketchy. I really should have brought a adventure coat. At least I have adventure jeans, so I can change out of these. Damn it! Alright. Mission accomplished. Привет, мой друг. Hello, my friend. But written in, what is that? What do you call it? Phonetic? It's like it's written how you would read it. If you didn't know, Cyrillic. But that's what I wanted to see. So behind me, that is Tropical Islands, which is some kind of indoor tropical resort. But the cool thing about it is, given the way this place looks, it is like the Chernobyl sarcophagus, which I could overlay a a video of when I was on the roof of Pripyat, actual Pripyat, and looking back at the Chernobyl site.
Let's say, like, you say top secret, like South
It's cool. It's almost like they did it on purpose. Yeah, but this roof has seen better days. Adventure success. Alright, picture time, and then back to Berlin. Unless something else comes up on the way back. You never know. You never know when you find these places. Maybe I'll run into another Soviet War memorial, who knows. But for now, I'm really satisfied with this. I'm happy with this. This was cool. This is not fun. Not fun. Well, it's an absolute blast, but God. I gotta give a quick little picture of this. Alright. Everything is fine. Shaboom. There we go. Mission accomplished. Just realized that I didn't go in one of these two buildings. Huh. Go downstairs for a good time. Hello? I was promised a smiley face. Oh, I'm guessing these were the old mailboxes. Oh, yeah. There's a reason this was blocked off. That looks like a kitchen, I guess. Money equals gender. The devil equals money and love. Not quite sure what that's supposed to mean. Before I let out some ancient curse. I got more Russian newspaper here. So because of the lack of German newspapers I'm finding in these buildings, I wonder how many Germans are actually stationed here. Or if this is more for the Soviets. Some of the weird writing like we saw in one of the other places. Going right to hell, but it's dream from paradise, if I read that right. Homegirls. See, 1-7, where's, oh, there is the Acht. There's 1-8-7. freak was here? That's well, freak cleaned. How bad of a person is freak then? So also, this is something you'll see a lot in Germany. A lot. ACAB, the all cops are bastards. They couldn't come up with their own thing. They had to steal the Americans. Talk shit about America all you want, but you fuckers steal so much of our slang, it's crazy. Love you guys, though. Love Germany. Oh. So I actually about to leave. I didn't go in here yet. What does that say? Ooh, okay, hold on. You got some Russian here that I don't understand. This is an impressive opening. More Russian. Let's see, how can I do this kind of safely? So two things. One, I'm really hoping I didn't just crack my GoPro and that this actually comes through, because I did drop it. Two, I'm hoping this is quick, because I was on my way out, so I parked a little like less, or more conspicuous, I guess. So let's see if we can just do this quickly. And then I gotta start making my way to return the car. Oh, this looks like it was just a storage building then. All right. Okay, so the last place, you kind of hide yourself a little bit better. This place you really can't. I'm gonna assume these are just for all storage. Oh. Toilets. To our Soviet homeland, more Russian newspapers. Oh, we got some boot coverings. Yeah, we got some boots. This actually looks like there might be a couple things here. Pants. It smells like cancer. It really does. But I suppose that's what you get. These old abandoned buildings full of asbestos and mold. Oh, this is cool. I like the this little walkway they got going on here. Guessing this was some kind of school, maybe? Oh, look at that. There's all the German stuff. But yeah, this is some kind of school, it looks like. And now people just throw empty beer bottles. Which, I suppose everyone just grew up, am I right? Same newspaper again. 1977. This place has seen some better days. Oh, that's a basketball hoop. It's like old basketball court then. Yeah. I'm guessing this is some kind of sports center or some kind of cultural center. Good Lord. Help. Someone needs our help. Don't go that way. Welcome to hell. Run. That's pretty cool, not gonna lie. But you know what? I'm gonna go. Oh, good Lord. All right, I'm only gonna go. Never mind. And with that, we out. Unless I find another building, but I think that's it. Never be too careful. It could be the very end, and I just slipped. I could have slipped backwards and cracked my skull. Keep you on your toes.